All right, for the banded lat stretch, what we're gonna do is take a medium strength band and loop it around a pull-up bar so that it is securely attached. What we're gonna do is place our hand inside this band so that the back of our wrist is against the end of the band. That way, the band kind of passes through the palm of my hand and it will stay attached to my wrist as we apply tension to it. Once I'm in that band correctly, I'm just gonna start to walk back. Now, depending on the height of your pull-up bar, you may have to walk back pretty far. If your bar is pretty high, you won't have to walk back very far at all. Once I'm in that tension position and I can feel that band wants to pull my arm away, I'm gonna try and push my hips back, allow my knees to bend just like a good deadlift, and I'm just trying to fold forward and let my face and chest relax towards the ground. What I wanna feel here is a really good stretch all through my lat and possibly into my tricep as well. A lot of us tend to be really tight in this position, so I just want you to work on really relaxing down as best as you can. Again, you do need a certain amount of tension on that band in order to trust that you're not gonna fall forward into this position. And what I wanna focus on is trying to breathe nice and relaxed. So I'm taking big, deep inhales, trying to expand that rib cage. Nice, slow, relaxed exhales as best as I can. In this position, what I want you paying attention to is the rotation through your arm, right? So with any upper body exercise, the more we try to turn our palms towards the sky, the more tension we get into our lat muscles. When we're lifting, we try to use that to our advantage. And when we're stretching, we just need to be aware of that in order to get more out of the stretches that we're doing. So when I'm hanging out in that band position, I do want to try and keep my palm facing up as best as I can. There are two different variations of this. So if I'm new to this and this is a pretty tough stretch for me, the single arm variation is going to be the better choice. However, if you're developing pretty good lat flexibility or you just have pretty good lat flexibility to begin with, you can do both sides at the same time. So I won't attach the band to the bar. I'll simply loop it across, place both hands inside the way I demonstrated with the single arm variation. And then much the same, I'm walking back with both arms in tension now and then hinging forward just the same. Again, if I have a lot of lat restrictions, this is going to be a very hard position to get into. Not only that, but you're not going to be able to breathe down there either. If you have pretty flexible lats, this is a great option. If not, I would stick with the single arm variation. If you don't have one of these bands available quite yet, the other variations or other options that you have is I can grab a hold of a bar and try to achieve that same lat stretch position. Just make sure that you're not pulling in a way that would pull the bar off of the rack. So ideally, I would be on the other side of that rack. The other option I have is if I have a pull-up bar that's not too high and I can keep my feet on the floor, I can take a chin-up grip because I do want to keep that palm facing up and then just sink into that arm as best as I can. And right here, I'm able to achieve a pretty good lat stretch in that position. Again, the band is a little bit nicer because I don't have to grip the band quite as hard. But if I don't have the band, those other options do work well.